everyone, I'm Dottie Scotties, and welcome to Flosstube number 130. Wow, can you imagine? Today is June the 10th, 2023. And I would like to welcome everyone that has stopped by. I think I'm going to have some new subscribers from the retreat I went to, and we'll be talking about the retreat later in the video. And I just want to thank everybody that's subscribed in the past. And if you watch my videos and you have not subscribed, like you watch on TV or something, just pop on your phone or your laptop or iPad and please subscribe and like the video because it helps it get out to others. And, you know, I'd like as many people as possible to see my video. Not that I'm great or anything, but, you know, it's just, I just like to share my love of cross stitch. So I am very close to 1,300 subscribers, and when we get 1,300 subscribers, we need like 8 more. We're going to have a giveaway, and I've had some people donate some things, and I just keep looking at them and I think, I just want to hurry up and give this stuff away. So be sure and hit the like and the subscribe button, and if you hit the bell, you'll know when I put out a video. Okay, let's get down to business. Can you tell this is a little ham here? Okay, the first thing is because I'm stitching Scotty, and I feature an Etsy designer on my Flosstube every now and then. One day I featured Cross Stitch Joe, and she was so kind. And if you've watched my video, you're going to go, oh no, here she goes again. But I'm just so tickled because somebody designed a pattern with me in mind. Look at this, Dottie Scotties by Cross Stitch Joe. She has an Etsy shop. Be sure and go to her Etsy shop and follow her. And she lives in Canada. Her name is Joelle, and she has some new patterns coming out. And they've got birds. So if you like birds, you need to go check Joelle out. So I will link that below, but I want to show you my progress on my biscornu. The biscornu is French for pincushion, and that's what it looks like. See the Scotties on there? All right. Okay. So I've got half of it finished, so I'm calling this a half a finish. Okay. I had this piece of fabric in my stash. It's 36 count, and I have no clue what it is. I don't think. No, I don't. Anyway, I'm using all the Call for DMC threads, and the modeling, you can tell, is you know, kind of dark in some places. But I really enjoyed stitching this, and after I got part of the Scotties done and kind of got an idea of the pattern, it went really fast. So now that's the top half. Biscornus have 2 halves, and so what I've done, this part is a half finish, okay, because it's half done, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And this is the bottom. There's another flower that's going to be here. I had it in the wrong place, had to rip it out. What else is new? But there's going to be 4 that go here, and then there's going to be like a design in the middle also, and that will be the bottom. My plan is to hopefully have this done before I get to StitchCon. I wanted to sit it on my table, but yeah. But anyway, I'm using 1 strand of floss, just like I did for the Scotties. Let me pull this down so you can see it. Okay, just like I did for this. Just like I did for the Scotties, 1 strand of floss over 2 threads of linen. So I can't wait to get this done. And biscornus are what I think is a very easy finish because you don't have to go to the sewing machine. Yay! My sewing machine and I are not real happy with each other right now, even though I have done a lot on it. But you know, when you almost get done, you like about this much, it runs out of bobbin thread. Yeah. And then something happens and the bobbin won't rewind. But anyway, that's another rabbit trail. But her patterns are very, very easy to read. She has color and black and white, and she also has pictures with finishing instructions. So you need to go check out Joelle, Cross Stitch Joe on Etsy, which I will link below. So anyway, this is going to be a finish, I hope. Okay, next we're going to talk about my sales. Now, I didn't get hardly anything done on one of them, but because I had to rip out. So it looks like I'm in the same place as I was. But anyway, I've got this book. It's Tricks or Treats by Blackbird Designs. And what made me buy it was this bird on the back. And everybody that knows him is like, Dottie just doesn't like birds that much. But you know, they kind of grow on you. I love to hear the birds sing. I just wasn't real big on stitching birds because there's so many color changes. But look at him. I just think he is just different. And he has the one leg holding the bag up, the trick-or-treat bag up, and then he's standing on one leg. I couldn't do that. But anyway, I digress. I have this piece of 36 count, and this is a Laura's fabric, and it's banana popsicle, I think. And this is what I've got redone and put back in. So I look like I'm in about the same spot, but it is correct now. So I'm stitching one strand over 2 threads, I think. No, I'm using 2 strands. Yeah, I'm using 2 strands, believe it or not. And it says it's 36 count, but to me, it kind of looked like 32 count. But anyway, and that's about what color the cloth is. I really like that fabric. And I like the border. It's just really something. And I started on the witch hat. That part was right. It was the border. Yeah. So anyway, this is my summer cross stitch. If you want to do the summer cross stitch camp piece for 2023, you need to watch Colorado Cross Stitcher. And I'm using hashtag summer cross stitch camp 2023 and hashtag Colorado Cross Stitcher. So be sure and go watch her Flosstubes. It's not too late to join. You start your project in June, you finish your project in June, and you post it on Instagram with the hashtag. And she has drawings for prizes and all kinds of stuff. And she even has a badge on her website, which I will link below also. And if you've never shopped with Sherry, she has a fantastic array of merchandise. So you need to check that out. So that's Colorado Cross Stitcher for Summer Cross Stitch Camp. And this is the second camp I've done. I did winter camp and I really, really enjoyed it. So, and it was fun seeing what everybody else was stitching. So the next sale I'm stitching on is from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And look at this. It says, my soul is fed with needle and thread. And this is a Primrose Cottage t-shirt. And I looked for it on the Etsy shop. I looked for it on the Facebook group. And I looked for it otherwise. And I didn't see where you could get it. So I don't know if this is a limited time thing or not. And I do apologize for that. But I will link their website below so you can look and see. Maybe because I was in a hurry, I don't know, but I'm not sure. But anyway, they're doing the Welcome to the North Pole sale, and her dad makes these frames if you want to buy this frame, but you have to wait because it takes a long time and it's made out of hardwood, so and it's carved and everything. But I'm not doing their frame, but because I used a different size fabric, they had it on 28 count light taupe, and I'm using 30 count Portobello by Access Commodities. So every month we stitch a different section. This is the section for June right here. Then July, August, September, October, November, and then we'll have a finish for Christmas. We'll see if I can do that. Yeah. But anyway, it uses Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and DMC, a mixture. So to get some beautiful colors. And I got some more progress on it. And I'm using 2 strands of floss over 2 threads. When I first started, I just had a little bit of the garland done and 1.5 of the bows. And now I've got 2 bows, and I've got the words welcome and a couple of the lights up there. And I've got the word to, which you can't see for the thread. There we go. It says welcome to, and that's as far as I got. So anyway, I'm making progress. I need to get the word the little barbershop pole looking things that look like candy canes, and the words North Pole and some snow. And I'll have this section done. So I got a little ways to go. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, I'm using 2 strands over 2 on 30 count, and it's all DMC floss. Now, what I do want to mention is, if you've not seen this, if you don't belong to their Facebook group, and you're stitching this, you might want to do that, because there is a correction on the roof of the train on page 4, and she shows that, so it's on the Facebook group. So you need to go check that out. You can either do the checkered roof, or you can not do the checkered roof, like what they have pictured on the piece. So be sure and check that out. Let's see. All right, and then I have 2 things I'm stitching on that I cannot show you because they're secrets. One is I belong to a stitching group, and we have decided to do a Brenda Gervais pattern for this quarter. And so we're not supposed to show our pattern until the end of this month. And so at the end of this month, I will be glad to show you my progress on my pattern. Hopefully it will be a finish, but it may not, as usual. But we were to pick any Brenda Gervais pattern we wanted to, and then it was going to be interesting to see which patterns that we chose. And nobody will ever guess the one I chose either. So, all right, and the other one I'm doing is an ornament exchange that I'm in with several stitchers in our stitching group, and I can't show that either. And we're doing that next month, so I will show you that next month. But I got a good bit of progress on that, and that's why it doesn't look like I did much stitching. Then, also, when I go, well, I'll talk about this now, but when I go to StitchCon, I'm in a project bag exchange, and I hadn't made any project bags. So Lori Holt has some great pattern or prints of project bags and stuff, and I thought, this would be a good way to start. So I did a Lori Holt project bag, but I'm not going to show it until time for the project bag exchange, in case my exchanger or exchangee, I don't know, anyway, in case they're watching. And I probably shouldn't have told you that much, but anyway, it'll be exciting to come home with a project bag, and I've made a project bag, so I'm excited. Okay, and so that's all I stitched on this week, except for the retreat things, and they will come later. So let's talk about the free pattern today. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is, it's called Hello Summer, and this, I can't even talk, and this is by the Wishing Thorn, and it's in her vault. And if you subscribe to her newsletter, she will give you the password to her vault, and I will link that below. But I will show you a portion of her page, which she has posted. It looks very beachy. So be sure and check out Brigitte, I think is how she pronounces it. And she's with the Wishing Thorn. She has some beautiful samplers, some beautiful patterns, and she also does a Flosstube. So be sure and go check her out, because they're very interesting. She's a great designer also. All right. Now, the next thing I did before I show the retreat, sorry about the rattle, is instead of doing a designer this month or this week, I thought, I'm all the time looking for embellishments, and little things to put on my pieces that might make it look good, look better. So I was looking in Etsy, and I saw the Creator's Attic, and I thought, ooh, how fun is this? So somebody, and I can't remember who it was, they had the cutest little envelopes, and I was looking for those, and guess what? I found them. They're coffee dyed envelopes, mini envelopes, love note envelopes, and junk journal envelopes. And look at those right there. Aren't those cute? And they sell those. And I was like, wow, I wouldn't have to make them myself. How fun is that? I'm not a paper crafter very much. I used to be, but I'm out of practice. Then, if you do junk journals, or sometimes you might just want to, you know, make some floss drops or have something to put in your book of days or whatever, scrapbooking or collage or something, or maybe you just want to put a little picture of something, you know, to decorate something to make it look older. I've seen people do that also with some of their finishes. And here's some vintage cards, or euphemia. No, that's not how I say that. Anyway, somebody's going to be laughing. But anyway, there it is. Vintage cards and things. So you could buy those. Then they also have seed packets. And remember how Priscilla and Chelsea did all the seed things? Wouldn't those look cute sitting around with that? You can make that into something. Then they have vintage tickets for different things. And what really grabbed me was all the different antique lace and trim pieces. Wouldn't that be gorgeous on pillows or pictures? You know, just flat folds, all kinds of things. And you could just buy those, and it's quite affordable. Then they have tatting. And I don't know if you've ever tried to tat, but it's almost a lost art in some places because it's quite difficult. But is that not beautiful? Got that. That would be great trim. And then they've also got paper receipts and different pictures, bingo cards, all different kind of things. So those would be great. And you know, everybody loves the the bottle cap things. Look at that. And they use them like for floss drops and things. Wouldn't that be cute? And scissor fobs. And then we've got more tiny envelopes, but these are decorated. Aren't those pretty? Wouldn't that look good on a Valentine piece or something? And so there's more. So be sure and go check that out, because they have a lot of beautiful things to show, and things that would make your stitching look really great. Okay, all right. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about retreat. I went to a local retreat because you can tell I'm home. And this is only day one. Day two is tomorrow. And I thought, well, I've got to do a floss tube. You know, it's been like, oh, it's late, it's this, it's that. And I thought, I'm just not going to do that. So anyway, I went to Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading, or better known as Panda's Crossing, and I will link that below. She does not have a she has a website, but you cannot order online. You can call, and she'd love to have you come by the shop. And you know, she has a lot of cross stitch. She has a lot of beads and finished, you know, mill heel kits. If you like mill heel kits, she has loads of those, and the frames and things. So, you know, for the mill heels. And let's see, what else does she have? I mean, just loads and loads of charts. Some charts she has are hard to find, charts that people are looking for. So be sure and go check those out, because she has a lot of new things. She has some, you know, older things too. So, and Donna is really great. She will help you any way she can. She has some finishing ideas that are just wonderful. If it was not for Pfeiffer and Donna at Panda's Crossing, I don't know, I wouldn't know how to do any finishing. I mean, they've really, really, really helped me a lot. So, and of course, Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design. All three of them have really gave me some great tips to where I can really finish things a lot better than I used to. So thank you. Thank you. But anyway, I highly recommend Donna. She's outside Greenville, South Carolina in a little town called Mauldin. So be sure and go check her out. Okay, the first thing we got was we went in and she gave us a goodie box. You know, everybody gets some kind of goodie bag or swag bag or whatever, but she calls it a goodie box because it is a box. And I love these because I'm also a quilter, or even if you're a scrapbooker, you love these. But I got a pink one. She had pink and teal, I think. And she handed those out, and it has some goodies in it. And there'll be more tomorrow because she's going to give us a finishing bag. So yay. And it's got a name tag, and of course it has my name on there, Dottie. And it's got the Great Outdoors Stitch Retreat, Panda's Crossing, June 10th and 11th, 2023. This is her 26th retreat. She doesn't have a featured designer, but she does a lot of finishing tips and tells you how to finish the pieces. And, you know, she's a great finisher. Okay, so what did we get? Okay, first of all, we got, oh, forgot Stitchy Kindness. Oops. She always gives us some kind of cup because, you know, stitchers get thirsty. And I got a flamingo cup. And I know who's going to be wanting this. Right, Roger? Yeah. So anyway, some people got ice cream cups, like that had ice cream bars and things on them. But I thought that was cute. Then we got a cable protector, and I got a black bear. And that's very fitting since I go to the mountains. Really, my next door partner, I got a duck. But Susie liked my duck, and I liked her bear, so we swapped. Thank you, Susie. Okay, and this will come in handy with my Halo Glow because I'm having so much trouble with the cord. So this will be a godsend. Thank you, Donna. Okay, if you've never had one of these, you need to get one because they're great. We used to sell them at our store at the hospital, and we don't have any anymore. All right, then we have a pen. We have a notepad, strawberry. I've already used part of mine. We have, oh, here we go. Speaking of strawberries, we have a little paper clip with a strawberry to clip onto your patterns and things to hold your place. A nail file in case your hands get some snags on them and you can just file the dead skin off, or you break a nail or whatever. But she said no stabbing. Yeah, we're a rough crowd, I'm telling you. And just joking. Okay, and then for finishing, one of the things we have, we're going to set this little canvas on, and I'll show you this piece tomorrow. I would show you today, but I screwed it up. I used the wrong color and had to rip it out. So I'm not showing that today. But anyway, it will be sitting on this. So that's always nice. Then we got a little tin. And in this tin, we got needles in the needle holder. We got a needle minder. It's a snail because snails go to the great outdoors. Isn't he cute? And we got a cute little pair of scissors that you can take on the airline. And this is great because I love these things. They've got a cover and it comes off, and these are some sharp little boogers, let me tell you. And then you just put the little cover back on because you do not want to stab yourself with this. And they all fit into this little container, which we'll talk about our next project because we're going to make a finish and put on top of this. All right, then we got a pin cushion, and it's crocheted. She crocheted these, she said, over the winter time. Isn't that cute? Really, really cute. I would never crochet this because I'm not that good at crochet. All right, and then when the retreat's over, I'm going to show you something else we got, but it's part of my finish. We got Kleenex for when the retreat's over so we can cry. and have something to wipe our tears. She gives us Kleenex every time. There was one time she didn't give us Kleenex and somebody needed Kleenex and we didn't have any. And they asked about, where's the Kleenex, you know? So anyway, we got that. And then, I'll get all my stuff back in. Then we got an Ort jar, okay? And some people go, what's an Ort? Well, when I was in Embroiderers Guild of America, everybody said, you know, those little strings that you have, you know, little pieces of thread that you have left, you know, that you don't have anywhere to put. It ought to be good for something. So they drop it in this jar and people will take them and fill up ornaments and things. And if you watch Mama Loves You, GB Michelle, she has this Ort jar now. She bought this huge flower vase. It's about this tall. Oh, sorry, Winston. It's about this tall. And she says it'll last her for about 50 years. This one might last me a while, but it's got a top. And so our piece that we did, she took part of the design I'm going to show you, and this is another free pattern that you can get. And she enhanced it a little bit, and we made a top for our Ort jar, okay? So I'm going to show you the pattern, and I will link this below. It's from Heartsease Exemplar Works, and it's called Beelieve, and it was released during COVID. It was a gift to the stitching community, and it's got a ruler, a strawberry, which is a scissor fob. It's got a needle book, another scissor. Well, I don't know if it's a scissor fob or just part of the tassel on the needle book, a scissor sheath, and a little pin cushion that says Beelieve 2020. But you can put 2023 on here. But here's the pattern for the whole needlework set. And then it says wrought by, and you put your name during the COVID-19 quarantine of 2020. Well, you don't have to put that. You can just put wrought by, or you can put more strawberries or more checks or nothing, you know, just whatever. But she took, and I'm going to show you part of the, okay, these are all the different parts of the pattern, okay? She took the I can't talk, scissor sheath, these two pieces right here, and see that bee and the strawberry, okay? I didn't get the strawberry started, but the bee, instead of us making a scissor sheath, we made a top for our Ort jar. And she designed the little honeycomb around it. And it's just really cute. The bee didn't take me any time to stitch, and then I just put the ribbon around it, and I just need to smush it down just a little bit more. I didn't have a big enough piece of ribbon. I might need to put something else on there too, but I thought this was really cute. So I'm going to take it tomorrow and show everybody I finished. Yay. So I've got a new start, a finish, and an FFO. Yay. All the first day. So I'm impressed. Okay, but Donna always likes to give us something that we can finish. And, you know, it was kind of like another retreat I went to. You know, she gave us that Blackbird pattern in the little box, and we were able to stitch that if we wanted to. And some people did stitch it. I didn't. I waited till I got home. But anyway, I will link that pattern below. And so you get 2 free patterns. And some people may have that one. That's why I gave another pattern today. But anyway, when I finish with the retreat, when I finish with this box, this will hold a quilting project. Yes. So that'll be good. All right, now, so that was the first pattern that we stitched, or really the first 2, because the strawberry, which I didn't get stitched, and because I was like, I'm finishing this bee, and then the bee. And then she gave us a Waxing Moon Designs pattern. It's called Summer Musings. And the one, it's got 2 patterns. It says, I'm outdoorsy. I like to stitch on the patio. Or it says, God, whatever you're baking outside, it's done. And because we live in the South and it's been like 87, 90. And somebody told me the other day it was 95. But I don't know if I believe that yet or not. But anyway, it could have been. It was hot. But this is the pattern right here, and Waxing Moon designs are beautiful. We're doing this one. Okay, and I just got so much done on this pattern. This one's on 28 count even weave. I'm using 2 strands over 2, and I got 2 rows of scuppernong done. Yes, isn't that just beautiful? 63 stitches wide. I counted them to make sure I didn't screw up, because I've already screwed up enough. Don't want to screw up anymore. That would not be good. So anyway, I'm on this top part up here. Yeah, got a little ways to go, but I think that's just really, really cute. So that was my stitching today, except for the next pattern, which I'm not showing because it's a hot mess, because I'm in the midst of ripping out a mushroom that I made the wrong color. Yeah, everything to do with our retreat has to do with the great outdoors. So that's why we're doing mushrooms and sun and honey and bees and all that kind of stuff. Then I got some Stitchy Kindness. My sweet friend, Mary Margaret, she made me this. Look at this floss bed. Look at that. Is that not too cute? And it folds up. And I think I'm going to put me a button right here. And, or a snap or some Velcro or something. But I think I'm going to do that. And then that way I can take it to StitchCon with me and lay it out on the table, and everybody will ooh and ah and say, ooh, where did you get this? And it will hold my thread. And this is great for when you're outside, because then your thread doesn't blow away. Yeah, because this year the wind has blown a lot. But thank you so much, Mary Margaret. I love it. Okay, let's see. Next. Oh, what am I going to be doing? Yes, there'll be more retreat news. I don't know if I'll make another video, a short one, or if I will just stick it on the other video for next week. I'm not sure. I have no clue yet. So I apologize. So you need to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll know if I have part 2 of the Panda's Crossing Great Outdoors Retreat. Okay, so my plans. This Wednesday, I will get in the car after I take my dogs to their favorite kennel. They love to play outside, and the little lady there is just wonderful. The ladies there are wonderful, and they love Scotties, which is good. Not that Scotties are bad, but they're just Scotties. You know, you say stay, they go. You say sit, they stand. Or they go. You know, you say come, they don't. So there you go. You know, they're stubborn little things, because there's always a critter out there that they want to get. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to take them to the kennel. Then I'm going to StitchCon. Now, I have some items I have stitched for this, the small I have stitched for StitchCon and the project bag, which I will show you in the next video. I will make a video tonight, but you won't be able to see it till next week. And so next week's Flosstube, I hope it will be Saturday or Sunday, but probably not, because I will probably be driving home all day. It's an 8-hour drive to Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah. And anyway, I'm going to do that, go to Keepsakes. Yay! I love to go to Keepsakes. It's kind of overwhelming, but it's a good kind of overwhelming. And I'll get to meet my Flosstube friends, and Delnora and I are meeting up. Southern Yankee Stitcher and I are meeting up, and we're going to sit together. We're going to have a great time with some other Flosstube friends. And if you don't watch Olivia, Southern Yankee Stitcher, you need to watch Olivia. She is so fun, and she finds the best bargains. I talked about her last week, but I'm just going to talk about her again because she's just wonderful. But anyway, hopefully I will have lots of pictures, lots of video of all the excitement of StitchCon like I did last year. And so we'll all enjoy that. And I'll have some pictures today of some of the activities we did at Panda's Crossing today at the retreat. And I'll have more next week or next video. Okay. And without further ado, I'm going to tell you all to please like and subscribe, because when I get 1,300, we're going to have a nice giveaway. And I wish you all to stitch all the things. Don't feel guilty just because you've got one project laying over here and another project laying over there. You know, if you don't start them, you can't finish them. And I'll see you guys next week. Be sure and stay tuned for all the photos. Bye-bye.